Hello and welcome to Hindi Jihan. My name is Sandeep, and right now I have with me the very beautiful, the very gorgeous Zoya Morani with us. Hello, Zoya, and welcome to the podcast.
Hi, for having
Hi,
me.
how are you? How are you? Firstly, you've got to tell me how have things been keeping up with you, and you have been keeping up with things during the lockdown.
Things have been interesting, good and bad. Um,
Surely not ugly.
Thankfully not that ugly. Yeah, I have more things to be grateful for than not.
Mm.
It started off on a really bad and low note, I feel, for me and my family. But it's
And for the rest of us as well.
and for the rest of everyone, of course, totally. I'm just talking about myself and.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I think now, with the release of Dash, I think it's a very nice change from all the grim news and the grim experiences that we were having to have one of your projects release, and
Mm.
also the kind of intrigue from the audience. I can say, like, there are people saying good things about it, there are people saying medium things about it, there are people saying bad things
Correct.
about it. But I can tell that people are definitely intrigued by it, so that's a really good feeling. I think the way the film and the project looks overall, it's got a very international touch to it. So it's kind of
Hmm.
attracted a lot of eyeballs, I could say. So yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely.
it's been a nice change to all the grim times we went through in these last 8 months.
Hmm. Zoya, also, you had been afflicted with the coronavirus, and you were amongst the first persons to kind of, donate your own plasma. How was that? Firstly, I mean, I wouldn't ask you how was the experience. It definitely was a traumatizing experience. But when it came to the disease, what were your takeaways from the disease, and what actually you kind of learned from the entire process? Did you have any learnings?
Oh yeah, my God! I think I had a lot of learnings. I think what has really stayed with me is I think I'm really more careful about what I eat. Like I
Mm,
suddenly want to be healthy and take care. And you know when people like send you birthday wishes and it's always wish you a lot of health and happiness. I think I really feel that now because I've realized how important health is. You know, because when you go
mm,
through 1 month of uneasiness and it was just such a terrible, it's just such a terrible feeling, the virus, that you just
yes.
don't want to hope it for your enemies also, and you just want to take care of yourself. I think I'm a lot more attentive and aware of what I'm eating, and I just want to eat healthy food. I don't like to eat outside food too much anymore. I've just become a little more particular, I think, towards my health. And also I think I've gotten closer to my parents. I feel like the support and love that came to from them during this time, you know, as a family, I think we've gotten closer. My sister also. I
Mm,
I've become more of a grateful person than what I was before. I think before the pandemic, you know, you take things for granted. You're just complaining all the time. You're on the chase all the time. Suddenly, when everything just stops and the world is on a standstill, you actually get a chance to see everything you have around you and feel so grateful for that.
Zoya, I mean, the fact that you have been a part of Akure, you have been a part of Tesh, now you have two more films in your kitty. One from the very magnanimous filmmaker, I'd say. I mean, magnanimous in terms of the magnanimity he shows on screen. Mr. Sanjay Leela Bhansali. How all? how are you kind of taking it all in your stride? How are you taking it in your stride? I mean, the fact that these are really big films with production houses.
Yeah, universe for some reason with every time 2 notches higher. Can you hear me?
Mm. Yes, I can. I can.
I feel like with every project, maybe, you know, because you get with every piece of work you do more refined and more experience. So then, you know, with your next project, you want to go those couple of notches higher. And I feel like
Mm,
project wise, director wise, role wise, that's kind of naturally happening for me. So I'm
mm,
grateful for that. And also, I think it kind of harder because the expectation increases. Then you're working with bigger people who have more experience, also want to live up to that standard, so you don't take it lightly. Like I feel like I've become more serious about my work with each project because because it keeps getting higher, the scale keeps getting bigger, and I don't want to
Right.
make a fool of
Right.
myself. I really want to be able to live up to the standard of projects that are coming my way. So yeah, I think in the past I used to take things for granted a lot. Like even when it came to work back in the day, I've just learned the really hard way. Like when my debut film didn't work and I didn't kind of get the kind of work I was looking for, it was almost
Mm-hmm.
the end of things for me. But I just didn't want to give up. My family told me that you should, maybe consider something else. But the love for movies and acting was just so much that I decided that no, I'll just start from ground zero. I enrolled in a theater workshop. After that, I theater
Mm-hmm.
get my confidence back, and very slowly I feel like I'm crawling back, and now I'm starting to get projects are coming from such prestigious places. So I really don't want to take it for granted anymore, and I just really want to give it my all. So
Right.
yeah.
Zoya, the fact that you come from this very lustrous family, and nowadays, especially during the lockdown, there's so much of hullabaloo about the fact that, nepotism and all of that, and the fact that, people who are coming from this very nice and illustrious background, they get things easy and stuff like that. So what is your take on this entire rigmarole of, the fact that, people making all of these conjectures instead of actually dwelling on them properly and then being a part of it, or perhaps just seeing things from a distance and then making an opinion of their own and then putting it out in the public, especially with the social media being so rampant these days.
I think I can talk from my own personal experience. It has been so hard for me. It still is so hard for me. I'm still not in a position where I can sit and choose out of 10 films. I'm still
Right.
I expected myself to be mentally, and that's very hard to digest. And it's been really hard, and I'm still crawling. Even though my father comes from a background of such major films, and you know,
Yes.
you can say that maybe just maximum you get your first chance a little easier than what maybe someone else would get. But after that, it's just all on your own. It depends on what you're giving. It depends what you do during your day. It depends how hard you
Mhm.
work on the project.
Yeah.
I really that like I feel the difference. I can tell the difference as to how disciplined I am towards my work now compared to back in the day when I was younger and when I got launched. I feel like I'm so much more
Mhm.
disciplined right now, even though I was a lot more. My opportunities were far greater back then because of the launch and being launched with Shah Rukh Khan, etc. But
Mhm. Mhm.
but I don't, this whole nepotism thing, for some reason I don't believe it, because I am struggling like hardcore for every little piece of work that is coming my way. And I think it happens in every industry. Like if you're a lawyer or you're a doctor and your child wants to get into the same business, then it's but obvious that your family is going to give you that guidance or that help or that little push maybe. But then for how long are they going to be able to do that? Eventually it is going to be
Mhm.
on. So yeah, I kind of find it a little far-fetched, and maybe
Off-putting, yeah.
yeah, also just because social media is a kind of place where everyone's just free to say whatever you want. Yes, it's okay. It's okay to have an opinion, but I feel like they don't. Nobody really knows about the struggle that even a person that is on the top goes through. Even even all the A-rated actors, you could say right now, they also have their share of struggle that they've been through. Even to get that debut film, like even for me, like I got a very very good break, but there was a lot of hard work involved personally. That I put in, that I know, that maybe someone else wouldn't know. So yeah, I think it's easy to make opinions, but when the people are actually going through it, it's a completely different ball game. So
So you've got to tell me about your role in the films that you've been a part of. This particular project.
so for Tesh, it was a very like weird. It was like a bittersweet kind of a thing, because firstly I auditioned for it and I got selected, and then the director Bijoy, he wanted to narrate the story to me to see if I would be interested in being part of it, as it was
Mm.
the first time that I was taking up a character that wasn't the lead. Like even though I've done a little work in the past, but I've always played central characters. So it was
Mm.
like I was like, oh my god, do I really want to do this? And but for some reason, after hearing the story, I was so excited because the story seemed to have so much drama in it. And even though there are so many characters, it's an ensemble cast. each character had something to give to the story, you could say. And I, on a personal note, had never worked with an experienced director before. It was my first time. As in, I've always worked with debutant directors. So for me, it was a big thing, that Bijoy has selected me for his film. And even if it's a small part, I felt like
Mhm.
I have more to learn. I have nothing to lose. I mean, I love my work. I love acting. So it's a great opportunity for me. And I'm so glad I took it up, because even though it was a small role, I feel I have taken so much from this project, that I have gained so much confidence. I have gained just so much positivity from this film to just take me ahead, and to be sure that yes, I am chasing my dreams, and I'm in the right place basically. So I'm really grateful for Tesh.
Okay. Now, finally, to wrap up my interview, one last question that I've got to ask you before I let you go is how exactly, what kind of roles are you actually planning? I've got two questions. I'm going to club it into one. What are the roles that you're actually, looking forward to doing in your career, and where do you see yourself? I mean, this is a very management-ish question, but where do you see yourself in the next few years?
Okay, so I think I really want to play deeply layered roles. I think when I watch cinema and I see, um, I just really want to be worked hard on, if I'm putting it in the right way. Like, I want to work with directors who really scoop out things in me that I myself didn't know I had. Like, I'm really craving that. And after having worked with Bijoy and seeing, the experience, how much experience counts, I really want to work with
Mhm.
more experienced directors to see what they can remove out of me. I want to play different characters with different layers. Of course, like, it's never ending for an actor who, just.
Yes, obviously.
And if you ask me
And
where I see, sorry,
yes, exactly.
if you ask me where I want to see myself in 5 years, I don't think, I used to be very sure in my head and very rigid कि अब मैं यही करूंगी and I'm going to do this and I'll choose these kind of roles. But then life didn't turn out the way I expected. So as of now, I actually take each day as it comes, each project as it comes. I don't have anything fixed, because I feel I've learned the hard way. It's been very tough for me. And I don't want to have any blocks in my head. I just want to be open. I want to enjoy every opportunity that comes my way. I want to take the
Mhm.
maximum out of it and just keep moving forward and hoping it continues like that. So,
All right, okay. So with that, we come to the end of this lovely conversation with Zoya Morani. My name is Sandeep with Hindustan Times, DG Hunt. Thank you so much. Thank you,
thank you.
Zoya.
Thank
Thank you.
Let it go, let my body go.